it could happen. Lucid Dream all play up to their peak level, and TYLOO is just playing normally how we've seen them lately. This could be a competitive game.
Could be, but perhaps this pistol round is going to tell us a little bit. It's going to give us an insight into the future of this matchup. TYLOO, if they just completely smack out their way onto the B bomb side and clean up Lucid, no problems at all, then obviously that momentum may persist on through. Good positioning, though, from PTC, getting a lot of information right now.
TYLOO's grouped up in the connector. They're all walking up there. Extra, he's well aware. He's already ready for that flank. Picks up PTC. Now they're looking for info over towards B, which is where they're stacked. But TYLOO, they pieced it straight onto the A bomb site, and they're going to beat the rotations there.
Yeah, Bomb's here with Attacker, and he is going to get this one down fairly safely. Lucid not being able to take any control in the bomb site itself. Genius, however, does get somebody. So we're back to a 4v4. Bentet on the close angle, though. The smoke also helping out. CBBK and QQ will fall. The flank from Summer, well, it doesn't actually manage to find the kill, but Bentet does. 3 for him in the round, 2 for Excurit. The Indonesians repping quite strongly to start things off today.
Good to see. Clean pissed around on Overpass here for TYLOO. Good opportunity for them to just get a bit of practice in on this map and continue to widen their map pool. Like I said, I've been impressed from what I saw from them on Train. On Dust 2, their T side was okay. I thought their CT side had some nice creative setups. So it's good to see TYLOO. It feels like they're really trying to break out of that shadow of, hey, we're just that team that plays Mirage and Inferno. What's that? You banned one of those, and I'm really struggling to play out the rest of this best of 3 because I only got one of those 2.
Yeah.
They're really trying to evolve past that point that they've, you know, previously been stuck in.
Well, I think that's
when it
really
comes to international tournaments.
Kind of important for them as well. If they're going to be the best team in Asia, sure, and they're quite comfortably, generally the best team in Asia.
Yep.
But like that's not a position that you really want to just like hold on to. Like, sure, it's good, but no one says I want to be the best team in Asia. It's like I want to be the best team in the world, or I want to be at least in the discussion for the best teams in the world. And to do that, obviously they're going to need to be able to tussle with the best.
What's the best TYLOO have ever been? Like 10th? Something like that? Maybe breaking into the top 10, like the lower end of it?
Yeah, I think they were fairly solidly
like
within
8th
the top
or
10.
something. Yeah.
Around like a year ago.
I think the best that they've ever been is like 8th or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, around there. Off the back of 1 or 2 good tournaments. But then the old inactivity, it's a killer.
Yeah.
I mean, TYLOO's one of those teams that's famous for having visa problems as well.
Absolutely. No such problems in the online portions of ESL Pro League. PTC gets a nice angle as he wraps through a playground, finding Attacker. It's just the one player for him so far, but might get more too. In fact, is what he eventually gets.
CBBK is still playing pretty aggressively in the halfway point in this map, while the rest of the team has gone chilling on the B bomb site.
Summer, this is going to be a rude awakening for him.
Nice job from CBBK. Gets the man advantage and then gets the hell out of there. It's down to the Indo duo. They're both pretty low on their HPs.
It's still doable. A couple of Molotovs, a few flashbangs. Looks like someone's disconnected as well.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of everything. Man, PTC's been hyper aggressive so far. Oh, is that how TYLOO gets back into this 3v3? You just clone Excurit?
Yeah, 2 Excurits and a Bentet. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to me.
One RGLing, one AWPing.
Oh, we don't have an AWP, unfortunately. 27 seconds for TYLOO, though, so they're going to have to make a move shortly. And that move is going to lead them right into WannaFly's crosshair. Excurit will throw the pot flash on through, but where does it really let him go? Into short water. And from here, his information has been given over to Lucid. So a fairly solid hold, actually, there to start things off. First gun round for Lucid Dream, and it is theirs.
That aggressive play seems to be paying off so far. Would love to see them continue that and this game just evolve into Caveman CS. My favorite. Bit of ooga booga as they run at each other.
Okay.
Pretty slow stuff so far from TYLOO. Looks like somebody is just getting... Wait, it's a 6 on the radar, which should be somebody. It's actually Summer. Why is this number 6 instead of 7 on the radar? I'm triggered.
Not sure.
Anyway, there we go. Thanks, MC.
MC's fixed it.
Thank you.
And you wouldn't have even noticed. If you blinked, you would have missed it. That's the speed of the observer.
You see how fast he double tapped that HUD toggle button?
Bam.
Bam, bam, straight away.
Yeah.
All right, well, TYLOO, they've grabbed this long control. They've pressured short B a little bit. They don't have a whole lot of utility to fall back on in this late round. So now they've just gotten toilets. They put that progression smoke over towards long. That's Excurate throwing that one down, which is going to pull that extra rotator. You see CBBK's making his way back towards Maze in the A side, while the rest of TYLOO make their way towards B. But already losing Summer. Not only is that going to be a little bit of a tell to get the rotation back towards this side of the map, but also they're down a man. And I mean, you're looking at somebody who's only got a CZ. They've only got one smoke, no flashbangs to get into the B bomb site.
Well, somebody's going to pick the AK up at least. Who did he get shot by? Was that a
Teammate, hopefully.
Yeah, I want to fly full flashbang onto him. Means that he's not going to get too much, but QQ holding down the spray with the AUG. He'll get two, and in fact, even a third there as well as somebody works his way out from short. Another flashbang on through here from the CT side does force Bentet back, and there's another one there every single way that he turns. The flash is coming on through. And eventually, Lucid Dream will finish the round off. Again, 3 guns going through, so starting to build that CT economy. It's slow going at the moment. We're getting there. It's been a nice couple of rounds from Lucid Dream so far. TYLOO not looking too impressive just yet on the T side.
Yeah, this is where you start to go like, hey, you guys picked Overpass. See what you got on it. I mean, usually, apart from Train, their T sides are a little bit more lackluster than their CT sides. And I can't say that I've been heavily impressed by their Overpass play compared to some of the other maps. I would have just liked to see them pick Train, to be honest.
Yeah, wouldn't have been a bad shout.
Like, both of the times that I think Train might even be better map than them from like something like Mirage. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I'm just only seeing a couple of games and I'm overestimating their abilities, but I really do like a TYLOO on Train, to be honest. Very clean anti-eco.
Yep.
Lucid Dream, like...
Well, look, okay, see, the thing is here, I don't want to get too excited because, you know, we go back to yesterday, Pilly, and TYLOO, how many rounds they got on the T side, like, throughout the entire series? It wasn't that impressive, right?
Except on Train.
Except on Train, but... I feel like we kind of need to almost get to, like, 12...
Lucid Dream literally
Lucid.
need to be on 15 rounds before we go, hey, they're going good.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, that's the thing, though, because TYLOO just going to go on the CT side and wreck them.
PTC, man. This guy. Doubles up, pushes in towards the playground area, but TYLOO, they're going to... Yeah. They're going to ignore him. PTC is doing his best somebody cosplay.
Yeah.
Straight into the other team's spawn. They're just going to ignore him, though. QQ, he's going to lurk his way in from the bank. And TYLOO, they're trying to get themselves in a position where they can get this bomb plant down.
Yeah. Smoke goes through from them, but QQ can hold from bank. Now, obviously, you can plant default here if you want as TYLOO. They're not really sure where the CTs are at this point.
They got plenty of time. They can take their time here. And I was about to say, I thought they were going to get rewarded for it, but laser beamed by the AUG. Excurate.
Yeah.
Down he goes.
Yeah, somebody should get the bomb down here before PTC gets in a position to really cause any problems. But if he hangs around too much longer, well, you can see what would have happened. Luckily, TYLOO have actually got themselves in safe positions. Now, a lot of work to do from Summer in particular. Somebody's the one rotating through long, just having a bit of a peek, seeing what's going on. But Summer will take the first contact here on the bomb site. And if he doesn't at least get one, it seems like an impossible scenario. That won't happen. So now it's on somebody. And he hasn't been given the opportunity really there against QQ. One fly will drop as well. Needs to get on this bomb defuse. Doesn't quite connect the shots. Finishes off all the players though. It's an expensive round for Lucid, but their money's so good.
Not so good, but it's good.
Well, I mean, look. It's not so good from the Mongols, but it's pretty good.
I think it is pretty much so good from the Mongols. It's like above average.
Is he even still on the Mongols? Like, who knows at this point?
The Mongols doesn't exist. You got Storm Riders, and then you got the Mongolian players who are no longer in
that's true.
Firepower, who've now made their own team for the minor, but are locked into contracts.
I thought the Mongols was coming back though.
I think they may have, but the lineup was not worthy of the name and the brand.
No, but I mean, like, again, they're coming back again with a new roster.
Yeah.
Maybe I've heard something on the grapevine that's not true. That's obviously...
Maybe you've leaked something that you weren't meant to.
I don't care.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, dude.
Jordan, can I trust you with this national security
It's
secret?
not a national security. The Mongols having a Counter-Strike team is not a matter of national security.
Maybe it is. I mean, they're not allowed to play in those net cafes or anything.
No, that's true.
Or get shut down by the government, just like PTC has been shutting down TYLOO. Bit of an overextension from Genius there, though.
That was a bit of a weird analogy, kind of segueing in there, but you made it work. CBBK also segueing into the A site. He's, well, not really made it work. 1 for 1, not what Lucid needed there.
Segueing into attacker's crosshair.
1v3.
Not the best place to be.
No. It looks like a bit more success here for TYLOO. So, early days obviously in this half, but straight away we're back onto TYLOO hype train. You know, we're at 4-3. This is going to probably be the reset for Lucid. How much are they going to get? 1,900? So you can't really buy with that.
Nah, they're broke. Wannafly's gonna try not to cry, then lay down and cry
his
anyway.
Name is Wanna Cry.
Wanna cry. Yep, that's his new name. Anyone know who Lucid Dreams in-game leader is? Is it Wannafly or CBBK? I need to know.
Does anyone know?
I'm asking you, chat. You got to have the goods here. I fully don't expect a proper answer.
Yeah, all you're going to get is Ty CS Omega lol.
Almost Pog, but not quite Pog.
Yeah.
Okay. Save coming out from your boys on Lucid Dream. Which, you know, they've got some good rounds on the board. They've hit some nice shots with the Orcs, as we expect from them. But against TYLOO on a map they're shaky on their T side, which is usually notoriously weak, if you are trading rounds, you're not doing well.
Yeah. It's a triple boost here for Lucid. They're not going to spot anything. Obviously, Wannafly, the guy that you want to try and set up, he's the one with the rifle, but it doesn't look like it's going to reap too many benefits for Lucid here.
Cool stuff from TYLOO. Clear out the connector, smoke on toilet, flash on divider. Small pieces of utility being used to cut down angles and help to enable them to start to pick up some map control. It is CBBK. Thanks, guys. I'm pretty sure he's the oldest member of the team as well. Pretty young roster, Lucid Dream.
Is that so?
Yeah, you got CBBK. He's 25, and then the like trio of stars are all like 20 or 21. Which is like PTC, Genius, and QQ. And then Wannafly's in the middle.
Okay.
The ages. Pretty good. Pretty good lineup of ages.
CBBK maybe gets away with one there. Cat of 9 lives, it feels like. Summer just about going to peek into the angle that Wannafly is holding. He's really been patient.
But he just goes and kills Genius and then pieces it. Oh, CBBK, he's not going to let it happen.
I'm really, in the grand scheme of things, though, does that interaction matter? Because bomb's down on A in the meanwhile. Lucid are going to get the AK, so I guess there is some relevance to it.
Oh, it's huge. Genius, he's broke, man.
It's huge.
He needs to be dropped a gun.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. So you can see TYLOO on the hunt, though, so maybe Lucid doesn't get away with all these guns. That's a rude angle. Really. Somebody couldn't even see him.
How are you going to do that?
It's just not fair.
You don't want to piss him off as well. He doesn't need any more reason to hold W at you.
That's true.
He'll do it anyway.
Just give the man an off.
Actually, yeah, do give the man an off. I honestly think, who do you reckon's the best player in Asia right now? Because I think there's an argument that somebody actually is at the moment.
You're such a fanboy.
But look at his stats over the last couple of games.
But his stats, man.
I'm sure chat would agree with me. What do you guys reckon? Who's the best player in Asia? And why is it Rip Pablo Escobar from Japan? What? You haven't seen him play. He's on like the second best Japanese team. Not on Absolute, the other one, Ignis or whatever. And his name is Rip Pablo Escobar.
Oh, really?
That's his game name.
I've not actually cast an Ignis game.
Ignis for Pro League 2020. What's happening?
Don't know about that.
Buy from Lucid. It's a pretty passive setup. They got some information towards A, and now they're starting to fall back. TYLOO have got short B control, and they're trying to find themselves a kill. They haven't. Problem is for Lucid here is they're starting to run out of utility, Jordan. So TYLOO, all they need to do is just chill. Then when they throw and execute towards Lucid, provided they throw the correct flashes and just clear the right angles and go in together and don't get picked off before any of those things happen, should be a pretty easy one for Lucid to be cleaning up. Bented, of course. 3 Stewie 2K Kappa. I think that one wins.
Well, Waterfly might win the round here for Lucid, although I may have spoken too soon. Doesn't even get a kill, only the assist. And Bentet certainly putting in some work. Does eventually fall to PTC, but it's a 2v3. The bomb plant has gone down from TYLOO. Once again, we're in a position for Lucid where they lose this round, their money's cooked. It's a good shot though from PTC, but it does cost him a fair bit of HP. What is somebody doing? What is that?
Best player in Asia, guys? What do we think, yeah?
Now Attacker's like, what the hell? What the hell, man? PTC in the 1v1 though, 20 HP. No, what? Okay, I mean, you got to.
Oh my god, he actually threw it. Somebody actually threw the round.
After you're like, he's the best player in Asia.
I was gonna say,
and then
man,
you just seem like straight.
I thought it was 200 IQ because he baited Lucid Dream into Attacker, and I thought Attacker was gonna get both the kills, and then they wouldn't have saved the guns.
I love it, man.
That was the thought process from somebody.
Look, all I'm gonna say is you're not gonna see Xcurate doing that. That's just poetic justice.
I love it. Oh man. But really, this is why it's going to be 200 IQ from somebody going for that play. Because Lucid Dream only saved to one gun at the end of that one.
They would have reset them this round, man.
Their buddy's broken.
They don't need to reset the next round. They would have been reset this round. I can't believe it.
Alright, TYLOO, they've got some short B control here. Nice little boost in the mid-round. Would have been backing PTC to hit that one. And you gotta love QQ there. He's the one who boosted PTC up in the first place, who doesn't hit the shot, and then the man cops a bunch of bullets through the wall as a thank you present. What? Oh, PTC? Okay. I think that was from heaven. Down goes Bentet.
Yeah, I mean, that last round is definitely a tilter for TYLOO. Now look how much they're getting wrecked in this round. Lucid's like, actually, guys, we have a chance to have a pretty good first half here. Genius takes the repeat, cleans up somebody. And now TYLOO haven't even put a kill on the board. Finally, Xcurate gets some success.
Ooh, Xcurate. Okay. All the excess of kills. All of the words that end in S. Success curate. Sex curate.
Sexy curate.
Ooh.
Oh, bang.
I get a pump for that one.
Indonesia?
Welcome to Indonesia. Wow.
But that has been a round that's kind of allowed Lucid to sort of stabilize a little bit here. Obviously, their money's still not great.
Yeah, I mean, if they had survived with all their players, then that would have been much more impressive stuff, right? But
yeah.
Xcurate made it pretty expensive for them. Hopefully, TYLOO's money's broke now. I think it is. Then they could take a save, and then Lucid can really get their money rolling. I kind of feel like TYLOO's already got enough T rounds, though, right?
Well, historically speaking, yesterday night, the CT side, that was where they got the majority of their rounds, and like they literally looked like a rock on CT. So
right. You're
probably right, but also I don't necessarily think that excuses TYLOO messing around a bit in this half. Is that a replay?
Ooh.
Or are we?
That's a replay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I felt like that would have, if that happened twice in a row, it would have been a bit funny.
Triple Xcurate. That's a new one. I love it.
Yeah. If he comes to Australia, he could be 4 Xcurate.
Oh, God. That would be quite the sponsorship. Can you imagine Xcurate as the poster boy of 4X Gold and all the guys in the pubs? All the guys in the pubs are just looking at, oh my god, look at this fast push into B from TYLOO. They're getting cooked though. They have bought into this one.
Oh, wanna fly on short. He's going to be the one that's really the spanner in the works for TYLOO.
Well, on somebody. He's the one who put them in this position. Let's see if he can dig them out of it.
He's the best player in Asia, by the way.
Best player in Asia. Apart from Rip Pablo Escobar, though.
Yeah, okay. There was a player from, I think, like the Philippines or... Yeah, I think he was on TNC.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, though. It was...
Spencer.
No.
That's a pretty good one.
No, there was a name... there was a name that I couldn't take seriously. It's like on the tip of my tongue. It was something just ludicrous. Like, it just sounded ludicrous. Anyway, this pistol round, not going to have too much success with TYLOO, one would think. Genius, though, does drop, and PTC missing a shot with the AWP. Maybe an opening here. TYLOO, they've got their running shoes on.
Ooh. Go.
Usain Bolt is out. Oh my god.
That's one you can't be missing.
Summer actually can't pick that gun up, though.
Yeah, the E button does not work in CSGO. Oh no, Summer.
Oh, he's okay.
Oh, he can handle the heat. Main buttons.
Well,
Look at
2v3.
somebody just crab walking in.
Wanna fly, trying his best. QQ also gets Bentet. Well, Summer, he's just thought, what? My team's all dead. He's made noise, though. He's dropped the gun. So they do know where he is.
They both got kits. Ooh,
Oh.
he's not covering Wanna-Fly.
There was a moment there where that round could have been lost.
Yep. In fact, it should have been. I think TYLOO, that was a 4-on-2, and then they lost both of the players picking off the bomb site.
Yeah.
If that, like, all they need to do is just stay on the bomb site. That's it. Just stay right where they were. Not always that straightforward or easy, and it's a lot easier to backseat game and sit on X-ray.
I got to look up this guy's name. I've got to look up this guy's name. I can't remember what his name is, but it was just so funny.
Lucid Dream quietly at 8-4, by the way, Jordan.
Yeah, they're doing well. Oh, Puppy Chulo. I love Puppy Chulo. That's the name, man.
See Puppy.
Puppy Chulo.
Oh, that's great.
You know what actually the best name in esports I've ever heard was?
What?
Waikika Mukau. It's a PUBG player in Australia.
Jeez.
His name's Waikika Mukau.
Flashes over long. They're going to get these players out, and Excurate has legged PTC. Genius going to try to clean up off the back of this flash. Works excurately. Excellently.
Excurately. Well, I mean, the two are probably going hand in hand, generally speaking. Bentet, at least able to get the trade here, but player advantage right now for Lucid does mean TYLOO gonna struggle. TYLOO have struggled throughout this half, even when they've had the player advantage.
Well, they don't this time. Going to try and group up outside long and get their move on into the bomb site. QQ could do a lot of damage. CBBK gets caught out, so a 2-on-2 now. Bentet using his utility excellently. Oh, it's Wanna-Fly. Up the connector, up the backside.
You know, all we have to do is go back to that round where somebody, the best player in Asia, ran out from short and literally threw the round. I mean, think what a different situation we would be in right now. Lucid's up 9-4. TYLOO would have been on like 4-5 or something. They would have broken Lucid's economy. They'd probably get at least 6 rounds in the half.
TYLOO picked Overpass as well, which is a bit how you going in the first place. Look at this aggression coming out for Lucid Dream.
Well,
the lad's just
problem,
rolling down, killing everyone. He's just got a nade in his hand and somebody just swings down.
You've given Lucid Dream the confidence now that they can actually take these kinds of angels.
I think so. Wanna-Fly just walked straight out monster.
Like, Lucid's at the point where they don't care anymore. They don't think they're versing TYLOO. They're pretending they're versing Alpha Red. And it's going the same way, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, we know that Lucid Dream are capable of this kind of performance. And we're seeing it. Looking like 10-4 for Lucid.
Yep.
But is 4 all that TYLOO need?
Well, that's the thing. You keep going back to that, don't you? I would say so, yes. I actually think it is. There's 10. Still a chance for 5 for TYLOO. They can get a okay buy through here. The AKs can be picked up on the majority.
Yeah, it's not the best of buys, but, you know, TYLOO, if at least one guy has an AK and armor, that round can be won.
Yep.
And more than one guy has AK and armor.
Yeah.
So they should be right. See what they're going to do with this lack of utility. Lucid Dream using a lot of util very early on. It's going to be a double push from Genius and Patricia's. Oh, somebody doubles up.
Oh, wow.
I would have loved to see that from his POV. That was probably some sharp shooting.
Sure, we'll have a replay. CBBK doesn't actually spot the second player down there, but the equalization kill has occurred. Wannafly gets that one. Extra tries to punish him though, but he does escape back through the smoke.
Ooh.
How has that happened?
Oh. Just Bentet things. Finds the timing.
Bentet
Looks like
angry.
I think he might be a little bit upset. A little
I mean,
bit cross.
I'd be honest, I would think that you would be, with the way that this half has gone.
Wannafly. He's got his pushing shoes on once again. If anyone doesn't know what pushing shoes are, it's like those basketball shoes that give you extra
Boosts.
leaning forward. Yeah, ultra boost, extra jumping.
Yeah.
Helps you go forward more often and faster. Somebody wears them every day.
He probably does. I'm not kidding.
He is the best player in Asia. He can afford them.
Yep. Fly wrapping around the back here. It might be a round-winning play. Doesn't quite catch Bentet on the timing, so Bentet might get out of this one alive. QQ, however, ensures that Execure won't, and indeed Bentet does fall. Great timing on the wrap from Lucid Dream, and they're up 11-4 at the half, Pilly.
Getting excited, but we'll have to see how the pistol in the first couple of T rounds goes for Lucid Dream if they can get off to the right start and give themselves tons of room.
Yeah, very, very good question. We'll see whether or not Lucid can actually convert this lead into a map victory. Gonna head to a break. After this, Lucid gonna do their best on the T side.
Was dancing on my own when you spilled that ramen coke on my t-shirt. Yeah, your eyes made it difficult to get my baby. And the next thing I knew, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin on that baseline. Ooh, you give me that high pitch feel, baby. We shared a cigarette, that is first sight. The way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. And whatever you did to make it stop,
Well, what do you have to say about that half, Pilly?
Maybe somebody not best.
Maybe not. 11-4. Lucid Dream, the team that has 11. Would you have expected that going into map 1?
Definitely capable of it. I think TYLOO, their T side, was a little bit lackluster as we sort of expected. They did trade rounds back and forth to start things off, but you have to say one or two couple of missed players from TYLOO gave Lucid Dream a lot of room to work with, and they ran with it. They ran straight up to 11 rounds.
Well, Lucid Dream know that there is still a hope, a chance for them to get through to Occitanie if they beat TYLOO today. So maybe they've come into this very, very prepared. Have to see what they've got for us on the T side, though. We know TYLOO, the CT side, has been really solid for them throughout ESL Pro League this season. So we almost feel as though 4 is enough on the T side. But that may well change, especially if this pistol round goes the way of Lucid.
Stack on the B bomb site. Bentet's got the counter flashes ready. Waiting for Lucid Dream to commit. And if they do commit, they're going to get flash banged out of the server. PTC's getting some info over towards A, and he'll be dueling with Excurate. Oh my god, the trade comes at the worst possible time.
Well, Wanna-Fly gonna jump on into the bomb site. He gets decked, and so too does Genius. CVPK works his way out through the monster tunnel, but it's not going to be too kind on him at all. Bombs dropped on the site. PTC has no choice to try and push on through here. Excurate may well go down, but I don't think it matters too much for the round. And in fact, Excurate will win the aim duel anyway.
TYLOO taking the pistol, which is going to put a little bit more pressure on Lucid. You talk about them getting the pistol when they already had 11 rounds on the board. Could have made things a lot easier for themselves, but now they're going to have to work their way into this half the old-fashioned way. Get some gun rounds going. And they're going to have to wait for those gun rounds until at least the next one, when they'll get AKs and armor and light utility, but probably no AWP on someone like PTC, and no crazy amounts of utility to run any kind of in-depth tactics, which they may or may not have on a map like Overpass, which they haven't played as much, haven't got as many reps in as some of the other maps that they play quite regularly.
You'd know all about reps, wouldn't you, Billy? Bit of a gym junkie yourself.
Yeah, mate, I'm huge. I can bench about 3.
Bench you.
Okay.
Yep.
And on the casting team, or?
No, like IRL. Look at this rotation, though, from somebody. He's doing those things again. And this time it's actually working out. Maybe he gets another one here. What? How is... Hang on. I just was, like, kind of half paying attention to who was on the screen there. I just thought... I just assumed QQ was the CT. Like, but he wasn't. Can you believe that?
He was a T. He was not, in fact, the CT. He was the T. Somebody, the best player in Asia, made himself a lot of money in that round. TYLOO's economy, not so good.
Can't keep saying he's the best player in Asia because people will start to think that. And I don't think that.
Okay. Didn't pick you for a HLTV meme, Jordan, but now it all makes sense.
I mean, I don't think that comes from HLTV, to be honest.
Regardless, let's have a little look at what TYLOO's up to in this round. Somebody's going to be jump spawning that short B, the 2-man setup close to Monster. From the rest of TYLOO, 1 in connector, that's Bentet chilling out. Bit of a weird off angle to be playing by yourself, but fair enough. And Extra is just going to be holding on this A bomb site. Lucid Dream, they're fairly spread out all around the map, waiting for that connector push, trying to take some party in long A area, as well as taking this short B control. So pretty stock standard stuff. Lucid Dream, they're doing an excellent job taking map territory with very little invested to get it. Just a couple of flashes most of the time and just waiting out TYLOO's utility. But as I was about to say, they need to actually do something at some point, and they are grouping up towards B, and it looks like getting ready to potentially go and hit this B bomb site. Lucid Dream, they threw 2 smokes, 1 into toilet and a progression smoke down long, which will keep these 2 TYLOO players here. 3 actually players for TYLOO up here. Somebody's rotated off B, so it's an excellent scenario for Lucid Dream.
CBBK walks his way onto the bomb site. Spots fancy. Well, Summer, I'll say. But regardless of how you want to call him, he's done the dirty work in this round. 3 kills for Summer. 7-11. And TYLOO, They start their progression on this CT side. Start to get a little bit worried for Lucid, even though they have a 4-round lead.
That was just one of those rounds where Lucid felt like they did a lot of things right. They waited for all the pushes. They caused that extra rotate towards A and had the timing to hit those 2 players on the B bomb site, and then all of them just got deleted. And you were like, where and how?
Hello, this is the TYLOO that we're used to seeing. Bentet's gotten 2 extra pushing into the connector as well, got 1. And all across the map, Lucid capitulating really quite easily. Of course, only pistols in that round, but TYLOO, that's a bit the confidence on the CT side that we saw from them yesterday. Aggression, strong pushes, catching Lucid off guard.
I have to say Lucid is playing more like they were on the T side when they're on CT, and now that they're on T, they're taking their time. They're playing very slowly. That might be to their detriment. Maybe we just need to see them just get out there and make it happen. It's that easy. ETC's got himself an AWP, so that might be a talking point as well, because Xcure doesn't have one. Ooh, how does somebody not come away with that one? QQ, aided by the flash of CBBK, gets the kill over towards that short B. There's the man advantage for Lucid and a little bit of short B control. The rest of Lucid just taking their time, waiting for any kind of aggression to come out from TYLOO, particularly off the back of that pick. Wannafly is going to work his way up connector. The rest of Lucid Dream now going to go for a long A control and maybe even a little bit of bathrooms. So they'll have Xcure and Bentet, the Indo duo, who are usually responsible for holding this A bomb site, to contest.
Speaking of Bentet, can you believe he's got 10k already? How's that happened? That's insane. Xcure,
like a day's salary for the best player in Asia.
Yeah, true. We know Xcure can do it with the scope weapons. Normally the AWP. This time, looks like the timing will get the better of him. Oh, CBBK just not going to see him here.
How on earth has that happened?
Xcure has absolutely swindled it, but maybe not well enough. Wannafly sees the gun barrel. Now he's on a mission, but Xcure makes his way back into the bomb site. He is on his own, though, and he doesn't know there's players on long. At least not this close. Flash does go through, and that is a very rude awakening. He had no idea at all. PTC cleans it up. That's going to be a bomb plant for Lucid. 3 players alive for TYLOO. They're going to, by the looks of things, go for this retake. There's a lot of money for the CT side, so I guess you could argue it does make some sense, but they actually do back away.
There's no utility. There's no hope in hell that they're going to be able to complete that one. That would be absolutely ridiculous. That would be like that 2v4 retake that we saw Liquid do on at Sydney. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
It's ridiculous.
With an MP9.
No, that was NAF when he 4K with the MP5.
Was
an
he
MP9. I'm talking about the round when it win.
Was it an MP5?
It was no, it was an MP9. NAF did, but that wasn't the same round. I'm talking about the round where Allegiant Nitro.
Yeah, the last round of that match.
Yeah, the last round of that match. Allegiant Nitro just randomly 2v4'd or something in like the last 20 seconds.
Yep. Okay, Attacker, well, he died as well. But there's so much money for TYLOO. The anti-eco was great, so I guess you can argue comes from that. 12 up though for Lucid, so first round of the second half their way. Does that give you a bit of confidence? Hasn't necessarily filled my confidence meter up just yet.
No.
Still not sold on it. I know that's really harsh to say, right? Because Lucid Dream, they've been playing a pretty good game of Overpass here. They're up 12 and 8. They've just won a gun round. If you look at it without seeing what the team names are, you'd think, okay, Lucid's actually in with a pretty good shot, but...
Look at this nade stack on somebody. Oh, he stops to spam the wall. If he had gone for another jump spot there, the man would have like 20 HPs. Here's a good talking point for Lucid Dream, though. They have very much taken their time and not got away with any gimmickiness on their T side, which leaves room in the future for them to change up the pace and start to run some different strategies. Because so far it's just been slow defaulting map control and getting picks for Lucid Dream. So they have plenty of opportunities later on to just start to pick up the pace and catch TYLOO off with different kind of plays. They also have the economy to fall back on to start to change things up as well. They got about 3k across the board on all of their players. Nice flashbang. Pushes Xcure off the angle. The AWPs haven't really been much of a factor so far on Overpass 3 of the team.
We haven't really seen Xcure with the AWP that much. On this CT side, at least.
Seen a highlight from the man on that A site at the boxes he's sitting at.
On Tuesday.
Yep. This could be another Tuesday.
Against a Thai team, no less.
Wow.
There we go. Headshot as well to boot.
I don't think it's going to be that highlight if he kills them all before they make it to the site.
Cut them all together. It probably looks pretty good. I reckon someone could do something with it.
B.
Lucid are being allowed to progress toward the site, however. Somebody playing anti-flash. Bentet might just stop it even before Xhero gets a chance with the AWP. PTC misses the shot. Somebody, well, that's a highlight.
That's why he's the best player in Asia.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Double AWP set up for TYLOO now as well, so somebody has his own big green.
He's pretty scary with the AWP as well,
Yeah,
especially as of recently. Ansi's not bad with it. Got a couple of AWP guys on TYLOO. Lucid Dream starting to run out of cash, but at the same time starting to build up the loss bonus a little bit more. TYLOO, their economy is going crazy. Pretty convincing round the last one, so that's going to really help things. Somebody going to get aggressive over here towards short B. Might be able to find himself QQ if he gets the timing right.
Oh. Here comes the repeat. Of course it does. Flash will push somebody off again, but one more time. Anyone got that CJ meme on hand? Here we go again.
Crap. Alright, Lucid Dream, they haven't really pushed Xhero back at all off this bathrooms area. But they're still going to go back towards B, which is going to... You see Bentet's already rotating to come and stack B. He's at the truck right now, but now starting to make his way towards that dumpster area. Xhero as well is going further back. It's going to be quick rotates for TYLOO.
Some pretty nice late utility here for TYLOO as well, particularly that smoke going down on short. Summer doesn't actually throw the incendiary, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get it done with the AUG. Somebody there as well. 2 with the AWP.
Pretty nice Summer to finish it off.
Why not?
I think what somebody was going for there is a high five, but he still had the knife in hand. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, this is an easy mistake to make. That lead is slowly starting to be diminished.
Yeah, this is the last real chance that Lucid Dream has on the T side.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Xhero's already picked one off. See if CBBK can go and pick his gun up. Like that's what he's heading over to do. But Lucid Dream, I mean, what have you got? 2 sets of utility. You got 3 smokes, 3 flashes. That's it. And you haven't even made it out of playground yet. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
You don't know about that one, Chief?
Don't think it's going to be happening.
You never know.
That's a very nice ult. All those golden stickers. Good sticker placement as well.
That's a lot of money, I'm sure. Xhero backing away toward the A bomb site. They've left Bentet there in bathrooms, however. He's just playing around with this smoke right now. And it's not an easy progression for Lucid. They're starting to run out of time and utility as well, and they still haven't cleared bathrooms. It's not even Bentet that's causing the issues. It's Xhero here. He's probably going to get a third as well. Doesn't actually quite hear CBBK. Not that it'll matter because there's still another AWP in tow for TYLOO. 3v2, somebody's going to be under pressure from QQ and will fall. And here's a chance now for Lucid. It looked like the round was over before it had even started. But Lucid have somehow managed to pull something out of it. And it's on to Summer. The 1v2 clutch does go back to the 1v1. But he's given away his position now. PTC's got bombed down. He can work himself around to bank.
It's pre-scoped in, so he doesn't have to make that scoping noise later on and give away the fact that he's repositioned to bank.
Now, this is so tough for somebody, for Summer, I should say. But I mean, it doesn't even really come to much of a climax there. Pretty straightforward for PTC. We're up to 13 now for Lucid Dream. And while the second half has looked good for TYLOO, it's not like Lucid isn't making some progress toward that 16.
They are. Oh, man, I feel bad for Bentet. Every time he's in that position in bathrooms, he just gets killed. Like, he gets timed every single time. Yeah. I'd love to see a compilation of that from this Pro League. The man just lurking around in bathroom, waiting for his opportunity to strike, and then he just gets timed. Somebody's trying to scamper away. He went for that fast, aggressive pick towards A. Double smokes onto this toilet side for Lucid Dream. The problem with the last round is, obviously, they only had one alive when they won it. That was PTC, which means the money on everyone else is still terrible. They've had to completely reinvest. It's going to mean as soon as TYLOO takes this one away, things are going to get rough for Lucid Dream, and TYLOO's going to be able to string a couple together. However, if Lucid Dream do manage to somehow come away with this one, they could start to put TYLOO in an awkward money situation themselves. Put themselves in a position where they can actually win this game. Nice early pressure on A. Now they're going to start to take their time, send CBPK into short B to put pressure on that part of the map and try to pull a rotate, which is exactly what's happened. Bedtet's heading his way back towards B. Now somebody is pretty alone here in this bathroom area. This could be an opportunity for Lucid to get a nice 1-for-1.
I don't know about the 1-for-1 chances. Somebody actually gets out. He's going to go for the re-peek. Spots the bomb still there. Smoke goes down. Summer on the B bomb side. Has a few players to deal with, but he's also got the backup. And that'll be enough for TYLOO to hold on to the B bomb site. Still, the question is on A, but there's only 19 seconds here. Somebody misses the shot. But with 13 seconds, Pili, I mean, I'm not seeing it happening, to be honest.
Don't think so. I think Lucid Dream's very much out of time.
Seems a bit unlikely. Make sure it does miss the shot, but it's not going to matter with the 4 seconds there. So that's 11 up for TYLOO. Enough to break the economy for Lucid, at least for this round.
Yeah. Should only be a single save from them, though. Which means that they're still in a round count lead once they get into their next buy. They're not out of this game yet. Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, that if TYLOO win this map, then they're 100% going to Pro League Finals, right?
Okay.
Because they get a round advantage even if Lucid Dream takes a series 2-1. And MVP 2-0s, they still have the head-to-head as well as that extra map advantage that MVP won't have. Or that Lucid Dream won't have, rather. They'll have a map advantage over Lucid Dream and the head-to-head advantage over MVP. Pretty sure? So the minimum for TYLOO, I feel like, is they have to like win one map in this series, which you'd be backing them to do better than that. Lucid Dream. Yeah. On the eco, I'm going to go for the quad head stack and try to get PTC a kill with the AWP. Somebody has been jump spotting that short B area pretty regularly, but this time he's going for the aggression into short B, so there's no reason for anyone to jump spotting. B jump spotting, rather.
What?
So, he's not going to find anyone. There's no reason to jump spot B if you already have short B. Nice. Bit of a sketchy looking fella.
Yeah, he is. Don't know if I'd want to run into him in the dark alley.
Bloody train.
Well, this is quite calming, isn't it? It's very quiet. Train goes by every now and then. The occasional click of a massive sniper rifle. Okay,
CS
and we go back to
ASMR.
spawn. What is going on?
He's gonna. I think that's. Is that? Oh, he's gonna go for the wall bang. So I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is a wall bang for barrels on the B bomb site.
I've not seen it before, but it hasn't worked, Pili. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Well, there was no one at barrels.
Exactly. And also his entire team died. So that happened too.
Literally.
Somebody happened. Four kills. Somebody. Just,
Let's play in Asia.
Ah, well. I mean, he is 25 and 15 for this map. 12-13 as well as the scoreline. And we're back into a gun round.
Numbers.
Yeah, things are starting to slip a little bit though for Lucid. They've only had the 2 rounds in this half.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they can make some more rounds happen and potentially even take this one. But this is one of their last opportunities. Very fast utility and aggression towards this A side of the map. But aggression from Excure. It pokes in front of that left side toilet smoke that's been thrown time and time again and finds the first pick onto CBBK. So the rest of Lucid, with this man disadvantage, you're going to get a wriggle on towards long A. try to make something happen. Problem really being is that Bentet's in short A and there's no one. Oh, nice shot from Patricius actually. But somebody's here and he's crab walking on the angle. Here come that boy.
Yeah. Here come those boys, though, from Lucid Dream. Somebody will get a free one onto QQ, but that means now Lucid know that he's there. What is he going to do? Just wide peeks and still gets one. Bentet hasn't had to do anything yet. So when push comes to shove, he's going to shut the round down. There it is. TYLOO have equalized, finally. 13-13.
Bentet was always in the premium position there, regardless of what happened over there towards that long A duel and towards the side. Bentet was always going to be able to shoot these Lucid Dream players in the side because there was no one to really flank through toilet.
I can't believe somebody gets a second there.
I can.
Can you?
The wide swing was inevitable.
You are such a fanboy.
It's true. There's nothing wrong with being a somebody fanboy. Everyone's a fan of somebody.
Yep. Can't say that you're wrong. Another stack from Lucid.
It's a half buy. Gonna see if they can make this one work with the utility to execute towards the B bomb site. This could definitely bear fruit here. Somebody, Summer and Attacker rather, need to get the util down. It hasn't been put down in time, actually.
Well, the Tech-9s and the flashbangs, more importantly, seem to be working there for Lucid. Just hasn't worked out quite well enough. There was damage done. TYLOO have lost a couple of players, but the rotation is in, and Bentet, he's not going to miss those. And this will be TYLOO for the first time in what feels like the entire map, taking the lead.
That should have been around for Lucid Dream. The minute that those pistols get into close quarters engagements up towards border, they should be able to trade fairly effectively and then be able to deal. But the thing is that they just got flashed a little bit by their teammates' flashes. Obviously, Genius doesn't get that kill cleanly enough.
At all.
How is Summer able to jump on top of the bomb site and just shoot everybody and cause a ruckus, which allows the other CT rotators to come in?
Just because.
I've seen that round play out a lot of times on this map in particular when the pistols get that close, and a lot of the time it is success for the T side, but entries just won't clean enough there for Lucid. So massive missed opportunity from them. Not completely out of this one just yet though.
Well, it's kind of feeling like it though.
Well, they have a buy here. Could make it happen.
Yep.
And if they're not able, only... Okay. Attacker's going to pick one already, so things are getting more grim. I was about to say, if they're able to string multiple together, they could start to break down this money from TYLOO, right?
Yes.
Towards the end of the game.
Yes.
But it's not...
But that's the big if, though.
I'm just trying, man. I'm trying to get something going.
Well,
they've got 13 rounds.
They've only got 2 on this half. And TYLOO have had 10.
That's right.
So,
The classic TYLOO CT side.
indeed. CBBK and Genius somehow have walked out of the bomb side and done damage, and Attacker's on his own. If he gets more here, which he can't, it would be salvageable, but now Lucid have the advantage if they can get the bomb down. Utility's going to go on through, Smoke to help them plant the bomb. But it's Bentet and Execute, and that is a fearsome duo. Well, now no longer a duo. PTC opens it up for Lucid. And Bentet, can the beast awaken once again? We saw it last night. He might just walk right into the crosshair of PTC here. He does. There we go. Lucid 14-14. We're back.
You've been a big hater, but I want you to go and look at this TYLOO economy after they're done buying here and
I'm not a
tell me
hater.
that this game is not winnable.
I'm not saying it's not winnable.
This game is very winnable for Lucid.
You yourself said TYLOO's the better team here.
Not going to disagree.
Yeah. From 14-14 on Overpass, both teams have a bye.
Both teams pretty broke if they lose this one.
If you had to make a prediction, who wins this map? Yeah. Yeah, now you're backed into a corner. You can't say Lucid Dream anymore, can you?
Oh, man. Gonna have to go with TYLOO.
Case in point. And as a result, congratulations, Lucid Dream, for winning Overpass.
Maybe. I believe Lucid can do it.
Have we cast a cursed it for TYLOO?
Maybe. Let's find out. Just look at this round for what it is. Molotov onto short B, Smokes onto the toilets, both sides of it. Bentet's going to be alone in connector, and Execrate's going to try to back him up, but will successfully. He pokes in front of that short A smoke, and that's 2-man advantage for TYLOO. Terrible start to the round for Lucid.
Yep.
with these two players over towards B, you can only assume that they're going to try and go for something because, dear God, do they need it. They're going to be broke if they lose this one.
Well,
On 3 of their players.
they have a decent loser round bonus. QQ can drop. Anyway, I don't think it matters too much. TYLOO have kicked it into 6th gear. PTC's wondering where his team went.
I always feel like PTC should just save this.
I think so. To be honest, I think he should.
I don't think he's going to get the opportunity though. Somebody is walking up SL ladder with an AWP.
Why not?
I mean, the unders ladder rather. Making it happen. Doing somebody things. Ah, why was there a random flare on the screen?
No more AWP. But yeah, pretty big loser round bonus, so Lucid actually going to get an okay buy.
Yeah, 3k.
It's not great, but it's enough to have a couple of decent guns, some utility. It's not like you're going in here with just pistols.
Yeah, I agree.
Now I'm trying to give Lucid a chance. They've got an AWP, they've got 2 AKs. Like, what more do you want, really?
5 AKs.
No,
and
come on.
Better utility on 2 of their players.
You don't need that. Well, is it 16-14 though for TYLOO, or do we go to overtime?
I mean, this is really just going to have to be a misplay from TYLOO, I feel like. Someone's going to have to peek PTC. Something crazy is going to have to happen. It doesn't really look like they're taking any risks, right?
No.
Xspirit and Bentet, very passive, triple passive B setup. Like, they're just playing this round and really rounded really stound is what I was going to say.
What?
Round really standard.
Okay,
They're holding a lot of their utility.
whatever you reckon.
TYLOO's just chilling. They're waiting for something to happen. Progression smoking towards long. Xspirit hasn't seen anyone in the bathrooms yet, so until he does, there's probably... somebody's going to rotate actually with the AWP. But I'd imagine he's going to be coming pretty quickly back.
QQ's not getting out of this one alive. Just the slow progression from attacker catching him. Xspirit's got a nice line here. It's going to be a push toward A, and Xspirit spots one out. Has scoped a couple of times. They might know that he's close, and they do, I think, but it's still a 1-for-1. It's Bentet on the side, just locking it down. There's nothing to be said here for Lucid Dream. They tried their best on Overpass, but 16-14, and it's the way